Hey, Spuddies PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome to Let's Play Stellaris as the Tortollan Mercantile Union. We have an urban world here with a little bit of a housing and housing and job shortage. So I think we can kind of deal with that by building a city district and then improving the corporate culture site. This is the trade world. Jasmac it probably won't have job problems later on in the game, but it just has a few right now. Right, we were doing a thing. And a thing has been done, and words have entered my brain and left out the other side in confusion. Right, we're trying to deal with this crap over here that is cutting off our trade, that is hurting our consumer goods income significantly because we're losing out on a big chunk of our trade from Jasmok. We're also losing out on trade from Shutra. This is dumb. I wish I could redirect this because there's very clearly a safe path to my capital, right? How do I make this not? Like, how do I tell this to go to my capital through a sensible route? Like, why would you send all this trade value through this this system right here? We need to take care of these guys.
Research actualized.
Okay, exotic resource extraction wells completed. Let's go ahead and immediately start mining those. That's really dumb that it goes that way. I definitely want to unlock the destroyer. That's going to be delayed, unfortunately, because we do plan on doing the probe the void, which will take 144 months. A chairwoman died. There's an election going on, so we have no leader right now. That's okay. We have some cool modifiers. And we just got chemical plants, not super important. Research station output would be actually very valuable to me right now at this point in the game. I do want to start increasing my science income. And okay, the agri world has found itself in possession of another district or another building tile. Right. Let's build a couple of agriculture districts in here. Let's buy a little bit more. This honestly, being able to just go up here and buy minerals on demand almost feels like cheat codes in this game right now. We are going to upgrade this building. Do we want the chemical plant? The population happiness is still really, really high in here, so we don't need any more hollow theaters. We could get commercial zones, which would work pretty well for this place, just to increase its trade value, which would mean it generates the two things that it does not generate, which is energy and commercial goods. So I think I might slap down a commercial zone in here. I'll just start turning these sort of more rural worlds into trading worlds. I think that's a pretty reasonable thing to do. I think I might turn... Oh, man, this planet is not a very good rural world. But it might be good to just have a bunch of each of these districts so that the city produces things that it needs pretty well. I think a few rural worlds is actually kind of okay, because it means then you can have specialized worlds that do more important things like research. I know for a fact that the Titan Conservation Place is going to be a research planet, although there's going to be quite a while before it gets built up to that point. Even though it would actually be quite a good rural world, like it has the stuff to generate a lot of resources. But yeah, I don't think specializing is particularly important. I think I might just be getting baited into this specialization trap. Okay, we're finally over here, and we'll be able to get rid of these pirates. And then I'm going to set this fleet to patrol. Unfortunately,
Upscaling complete.
These guys are so strong. It would be very difficult to take these guys out. I could probably take out a couple of these star bases, but they have these massive fleets in here made up of just gigantic things that would be very difficult to really deal with.
Competitive station engaged.
Okay, we're taking it out. Doing lots of damage. Army recruitment has been finished. That's awesome. We'll be able to get this ready. Is that all 3? That is all 3. Excellent. So the Titanic Conservation Center has completed the construction of its armies. I think I'm going to go up to another 5 armies, actually. So let's recruit those off the capital. Who do we have here? We have no strong races, which is okay. So we'll just get 5 more of those. We will send the Titan armies over to join these armies. And then that'll all be just fine. Oh, so we raided the pirate station and we got another L-Gate insight. Very cool. So hopefully now this will mean that the trade value from this world can get through. Shutra won't get through because it's being completely chewed up by this really dumb pathing. Can I fix that? Can I fix that by building a new trader thing? I could just delete this station. I'm not getting any value out of it. It just cost me a bunch of resources to build it. That's just going to generate pirates. I'm just going to get rid of it. There's no point having it. It's not doing anything for me. It's just costing me upkeep. Even though I already invested heavily into it, it is a little bit annoying to lose all that money that I invested. Now, do we have any resources that we are not exploiting? No, we do not. Alright, so the good news is we are now mining exotic gases, so we don't have to buy them, actually. Which is fantastic, so we can get rid of this. And now, if we get the opportunity, we might be able to upgrade some buildings that are dependent on those, although that kind of requires us to have better research. Trade World Jasmog is building a city district. The Robalius Prime. Okay, so we need to make a decision about what we're doing with this world. We have the potential to build like 1, 2, 3. This is looks to be about 12 plus 9, like 21 regular districts in here. Although if I were to do the decision to do this, we are getting the maximum districts here are being reduced, which is fine. But if I were to do the Mastery of Nature in here, we could get an extra 2 districts, which would be pretty handy. So, Robalius Prime. We will put a architectural interest in charge of you. What do we want to do with this planet? It's a Gaia world with a decent population. We could... This would be a really good rural world as well. Just generate mass amounts of resources for us to exploit in our wider empire. Rural Robalius, you will be a rural world. This will tell you to just build 1 of each district. Again, activate the purchase minerals cheat code. Bloop. That's what it really feels like. It just feels like I have cheat codes. Like I'm like, oh, I don't have this thing. Well, let me just get it for free. Well, not free, but you know what I mean. Let me just get it. There we go. Alright, we have a lack of population room in here. Now this planet, it's pretty small. So I might just make it rural as well. And then use this big planet for other stuff. What are we doing here? There are some tile blockers in here. There's no real resources. Just generator districts being blocked in agriculture. We'll just build one of each district to give this city just some baseline resources to produce so it grows and does its things. Alright. We are going to need more minerals. I think that's something we're starting to run out of. Oh, hello. We have a new building available on this branch office. This branch office already has incredible value, and I could definitely get a lot more out of it if I were to build a commercial forum. The question is that what I want to do? Yeah, I think getting extra money. Money is just useful because it just lets me do whatever I want, whenever I want. So we will continue to activate our galactic market cheat codes. On the other hand, like 10 extra empire capacity is really, really good too. We're gonna just we're gonna stick a commercial forum on here. We want these to produce unity and gold and energy for us so that we don't have to worry about that so much. Yeah, currently we're taking a big penalty to our unity from our empire size. We are trying to get that down a little bit. I was hoping that there would maybe be something in here in the unity tree that I could take that would make my empire less painful to, you know, manage, but it didn't really help me too much. Now we did reduce the number of star bases we can have by getting rid of some of these systems, but it's not a big deal. Okay, that is those. We don't really have anything to construct, do we? Oh, what we actually do, funny enough, we've got another uplift. We can almost uplift, actually. Wasn't I in the process of doing that? I'm only 4 months away from being able to uplift, which is exciting. We do have a population to uplift, which I'm looking forward to. You guys go get healed up. It might be good to stick a... Might be good to stick a single gun on here. Just to give it a bit of trade protection and range. Because the piracy effects in here can get quite large. Although I don't think I can actually do that. I think I need to have a fleet bouncing around from here to here. So I think that's what we're going to do. We are going to split off. I'm going to tell you guys to go heal, but we're going to... Oh, no, not like that, not like that, no. Remerge. Halt. Stop. Merge. God damn it. Where's the button to start a new fleet? Get rid of this trade screen. It's causing me problems. Transfer ships. We are going to grab one fully healed veteran ship. You are going to go get repaired. Then this one fully healed veteran ship will be set up on a patrol route along here. And in theory, a single ship can hold back 10 plus base protection. So you know what? I'm actually going to need 2 ships. But what we can do in here is we can go into the fleet designer. Fleet manager, rather. And if we go to the... What are you called again? This will be the Jazz Mock Police Force. If we go to Fleet Manager, the Jazz Mock Police Force will be set to 2 interceptors of the Corvette class, and then we'll tell them to reinforce. And then Jazz Mock Station will build that. And we can tell you guys to be reinforced and go heal. And there we go. Alright, we handled all the stuff that we need to handle. Research grants has expired. Right, let's go to the policies now. Sorry, edicts. Capacity overload, 20% energy credits, farming subsidies, research grants. I think we're going to do research grants again because we're almost maxed out on this. Political thought, map the stars, land of opportunity. I think we'll do that again. sublight speed, focusing crystals. So that'll spend a little bit of our influence. Check our branch offices. We'll probably spend a little bit of time looking around for better branch offices here. Hold on.
Upscaling complete.
Alright, you guys are still being reinforced. That's good. Let's see, they want the Sin Republic to join. I vote yes. Now, they might not... So they're now... The Sin Republic are now an associate again. They... Let's have a look at their planets. So we already have one on Sithra, I believe. Oh my god, all this crap just... yeah, we have a corporate office here. They are up to 44 population, so that'll soon be better. Let's check over on this planet. How are you doing? Not quite good enough. Not quite good enough. These need to be a little bit better. Ooh, this is a new planet. Ooh, I don't know what to say about that. And how about you? 2.5 is just not enough. Can I actually... Hold on, can I talk to you? Do I get to see your planets now? Can I say that we have a trade deal? I would like to have your sensor link. And I'll give you, like, a little bit of alloys.
Research actualized.
So what does a... Whoa. So it looks like we just finished uplifting. Cool. Let's start a new research. Hyper entertainment, food processing facilities. This would actually be really good for some of my rural and agri worlds and stuff like that. We also have the hyper entertainment form. This will use that gas to improve those. I'm not super... I think I'm going to get the food processing facilities. That's a little bit better, I think, at this point in the game. Right. I was going to look at their planets so that I can... by getting sensor link, I can actually have a better idea of what I'm getting myself into. This is only 10 population. It's not worth it. This is a 7 pop city. Not worth it. Well, city, planet, whatever. This is... They're a planet? Oh, it's buried under all this stuff. This is an 11 pop city. 2.3 value. Not worth it. So it looks like just their capital right now is the only place really worth having a thing, which is fine. The Roofara Combine, you are a military dictatorship. You would join my federation? Yes.
Foreign market leaders request contact.
Whoa! New skill. I don't know what that new skill is. Abandoned terraforming. Oh, hello. Since our initial settlement on Robalius Prime, several anomalies. I thought I renamed Robalius Prime. Maybe I'm wrong. Did I not? Did I not rename Robalius Prime? Maybe I didn't. A few of our colonists stumbled upon a large underground terraforming complex that was built thousands of years ago. The equipment was apparently deactivated in the middle of a terraform, leaving the planet's biosphere in its current unfinished state.
Situation log.
So we have two choices here. We can dismantle the equipment. Or we can continue to run it. I'm interested to find out what could happen here. Let's see. Let's resume it. I think that's the more exciting and interesting thing. Now we have a couple of species here. We have the pre-sapients on this planet. On Hemtares, so we would want to colonize this before we did anything. Now we don't really have very good people who can colonize this. Now we could uplift these guys.
Situation log revised.
Would they become mine? We definitely want to... Oh no, I want to cancel that. Ugh. Oh, I'll let a timeout. That's fine. Okay, a lot of stuff just happened here. Defensive, coalition, trade deal, Federation Association offer. Okay, Federation invitation, closed borders. Research agreement broken. The Confederacy of Ushu. That's these guys over here decided to end their association status. That's probably because they don't want to associate with some of these other people that we've brought into the Federation. Which is fine. Ushu. Do I want to uplift these guys? I don't know what the consequences of uplifting a species that you're not on the same planet as are. So let's do it. I'm going to save the game as whoopsie, just in case something went really bad here. We can reload, because I'm not sure if uplifting a species on a tundra world is a good move, because it might. I don't want to create another empire in here because I already have one. So hopefully that Valert centralized states. That's these guys. These guys are starting to have like rough relations. But in other news, our galactic fleet, like our Federation fleet, is starting to get ridiculous. Just massive amounts of ships floating towards the battle fleet that we're going to be using to take on these guys. So they will not accept this because they hate me. Which is great. It's what we want. But I need to wait for some of these ships to get over here because they're just building a constant stream of ships. Oh, okay. Rebellious Prime. This is the continental world. Let's build a few basic districts in here. They'll give the city just the ability to produce some very, very base resources for itself. I do think these agri worlds are maybe a mistake now that I've played around a bit. Broke our migration treaty with the Sin Republic. Hopefully we have some of their population. Is there a way for me to check that? Yeah, we have a couple of avians in here. It's always good. We have a very diverse set of species in our worlds. The Tortollan are definitely like the majority. But we've got some interesting guys. Now guarantee the independence. Okay. Lots of diplomacy happening that I don't really understand or want to pay attention to. And the reason I made that save is just in case I screwed up by doing that, because I don't know. The problem is I don't know the consequences of my actions, which is not good because I've made a decision about something, and I don't like being forced to make a decision where I don't know the consequences of my actions. Does that make sense? I get that Stellaris is about discovery, but I have an outcome that I want, right? With regards to this planet. I want to own this planet with the species on it. And so being forced to make a weird decision about that means I don't know what the outcome here is if I uplift these guys. Are they going to be in my empire? Are they going to be a separate empire? I want them to be in my empire, preferably. But if they're going to be a separate empire, then we've got a bit of a problem. We are going to turn this into a... We have a shipyard right over here. We have a shipyard over here. These are reasonably far away from each other to the point where I could turn this into a shipyard as well. But I think because it's on the front lines of a war, we're going to turn it into a battle station. It's mostly going to be used for repairs. Alrighty. Consumer goods. Still losing a little bit. Is that trade related, I wonder? Nope. Still getting most of our trade in. And this starbase over here is providing some trade protection, which is always nice. There is the potential for some piracy over here in Escola. Because there's no base protecting over here. Shouldn't be a problem though. Research agreements are being entered into. We could buy more consumer goods. The price isn't that high. Let's go up to 20. We're getting quite a bit, but we don't have much coming from our jobs right now. Which is part of the problem. Lots of insults and rivalries happening. And if we check the Union's map mode, now we have this nice purpley color. And then we can start making some of these guys into subsidiaries, which I think will be exciting and fun. In particular, actually, now might be the time. Where are my invasion boats? Can I merge you all together, please? Let us put a general in charge of each of the Titan armies. We will get a restrained leader would be good to reduce the collateral damage. We will get a... Wait, I'm out of curiosity. Can I assign... Yeah, I can... I'm like... This in theory... should increase the damage of this army. Right? Curious. Let's put someone in charge of this. I don't know if actually having a leader in charge of each of these armies actually makes sense. We'll find out.
Scaling complete.
The Jasmok police force, you should be over here, and you should be on a patrol. Well, you should really just be on a patrol order. Like that, just bouncing between these three planets to prevent piracy. Alright, if we're finally going to declare war here, and I think we've waited long enough, the transports can make their way, although I'm worried about them getting cut off. I've still got reinforcements coming to my Federation fleet. Oh my god.
Upscaling
They're still
complete.
just building ships upon ships upon ships. They're pretty good too. We're not going to bother upgrading the destroyers. It's time to just go, I think. So we will... Whoa. A lot of trade value. We are going to offer subsidiary status. They will refuse that. Then we can declare war on them. Now they have alliances with a few civilizations. Let's go to diplomatic map mode. They have a defensive pact with all of these guys. So the Rufari Combine is going to run into some trouble. But we have a big old federation that's nice and deep and nice and big that we can take advantage of. Ugh, okay, how do I get my map to be back the way it was? There's my sectors map mode. Interesting. So, let's declare the war. Let's get this army over to Bazanak. And as a priority, we're going to try to invade their worlds, and we're also going to claim this gas system. Do they have any more systems that I could claim? I want to claim that for the rare crystals and the moat, destructive moats. And I want that. Let's see, what else do we want? Nah, we just want them to hold on to their plants, but I'll take these two systems because they have rare resources that I want. We're going to declare war with the make subsidiary. Unknown goal. They do have some defensive pacts. That's okay. If we can strike fast.
We have only our customers' best interests at heart.
Awesome. Can you go now, please? Thank you. A bit of trouble there trying to get them to actually invade. Where is our transport fleet? It's on the way. I still think combat in Stellaris is kind of iffy. I don't know. I think it just needs a bit of work. I think it's definitely in a better place than it was at launch. It's still just
Upscaling complete.
war in general in this game is a little. I don't even know how to describe it. But they've got a crappy little fortress here that we're going to take advantage of. Now, this planet, where is it? Here. Probably has massive defense armies, right? Yeah, like 833 defense strength. A massive amount of precincts. Lots of allied foundries and stuff like that. So we're going to have to hammer this planet into submission. So the Jehulian Corporation is getting value out of this. Well, that's a problem for me. Okay, so the fighting has begun. We'll take out their infrastructure.
Project actualized.
So this planet was... Now it's a savanna world. Ugh. That's not what I wanted. I regret. I want that other choice back. See, this is what I was talking about being forced into a choice that you don't know what the outcome is. Although I guess I had a chance of getting a Gaia world, so I probably would have done it anyway. Research complexes. This is what I want to research right now. This is going to allow me to get extra researcher jobs from my thingy doodles, research labs, whatever they're called. Fleet combat stats. Looks like we did pretty well there. We're going to wait for the invasion fleet. Let's chase these guys down. We have most of our health and armor. Don't warp. Sit right there. Catch them as they warp in. I'm pretty sure as you warp in, there's like a cooldown where you're vulnerable. I could be wrong.
Competitors detected.
Fleet detected. Where is that? That is this 3K fleet right over here. We definitely need to start expanding some of these fleets. In fact, I'm going to bring this fleet over to merge with this other fleet.
Competitors engaged.
Competitors engaged. Brilliant. We got the jump on them. They're going to take a bunch of damage just as they load in. We essentially gate camp them like an Eve. We have a much bigger fleet. We will take some losses. That's to be expected. But we will do so much damage, it'll be insane. So we have a new tradition. Build script speed increased. Building upkeep. We actually have quite a bit of building upkeep here. If you see in here, building 84, star bases 85. It's building a district. So yeah, this would actually save me a decent amount of upkeep. And we blow up some of their armies too. Alright, so it looks like we did amazing. We lost 4 corvettes and we destroyed a bunch of stuff. Now, this fleet is a little bit hurt, but we are going to go siege down their capital because we need to get that done pronto. We should, in theory, be winning. Space battles. Doing good stuff. 0 ships lost. That's not accurate at all. Now, the unfortunate thing is we are going to be taking some damage over here. But these guys should have to fight the neutrals, which is really great. Because I'm neutral with these neutrals act like blockers. So they have to like come through here and fight this thing. There's like huge gang of of these crystals. There's the Origo Core, the Ruby Guardians. So they're essentially doing me a favor here. I don't have to worry about any of this stuff. They can just... These guys are essentially like a free garrison I got. It's kind of exploity, but it's whatever. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why would you go this way? It makes no sense that you would go this way and expose yourself to the potential of getting your ass kicked. I mean, you might win this fight, actually. The hull points are huge, though. You should definitely retreat. We will bombard this planet. We are set to indiscriminate bombardment, which means we're doing a lot of damage. Yeah, you guys just go in one by one, why don't you? Although, technically, we could wear this down. The fleet's going in one by one. Whatever. I didn't pay for these ships. I'm just going to let them tell themselves this.
Competitors detected.
Competitors detected. It's a small fleet there. They're probably looking to pick off these guys. Which is fine. You should totally retreat.
Fleet
Nope.
asset lost.
Got your ass kicked for some reason. Although that's going to hurt my war exhaustion, isn't it? It'll be fine. Alright, we have started to devastate this planet. Alright, so how do we can we go even harder bombardment? Selective. Let's absolutely just obliterate these guys. We shall spread capitalism through force. The only way capitalism is spread, comrade. Alright, I'd like research labs in my capital. What else could I build? Crime is not a big problem. We do need a precinct house. It's unavoidable at this point. Can you just stop? Alright, whatever. I don't even care about these ships. I didn't build them. Somebody else built them. It means it's not my responsibility to make sure they don't kill themselves. The Titan Conservation Center is ready for its upgrade and for its new building, which will be the corporate culture site, as well as potentially a new city district. And so we will build all 3 of those to keep that ticking over for a while. It's getting difficult to manage all these planets, but it is far easier than it used to be, I think. The Federation fleet. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. So we have 757 troops in orbit. Do we invade immediately, or do we wait for these to be cut down a bit? Okay, so by uplifting them, they did become full members of our... They did become full members of our things. So pop approval rating is quite low. They're militarists. Xenophile. And they are quite low happity because they're unemployed. Let's see, unemployed and low amenities. Really? Low amenities? I imagine this is just a bug that needs to be fixed when the timer rolls over. So this, the month tick rolls over. This planet could be good for mining, I guess. It's a tundra world. We can make it into another forge. The ice, we'll call it the Ice Forge Hemtares. Does it have any special resources is a question I have. Max mining districts or rich caverns. No, not particularly. We will throw down a mining district and a city district in here just to get them started, and then we'll worry about that later. The rural world of Wildor has a new building. I tell you what, though, there's a lot of stuff we need to... Excuse me. My God. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. There's a lot of stuff we have to handle. There's a lot going on. We need to... Words. There are words in my brain that I cannot express because I'm just not able. Words. There are words that I need to say. There's a lot of stuff we have to handle, right? There's a lot of stuff we have to click on, a lot of buttons, and I think we've already gone for about 40 minutes here, so I'm going to call that the end of this episode. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Please remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Remember to leave a like if you want to directly support my channel, and remember to leave a comment if you want to give me your feedback. Other than that, I want to say I love you all very much, and I'll see you next time.